What's going on, YouTube? Thomas L here. 2019 looks like it's going to be an interesting year for sequels. So I decided to do a top 10 list of my 10 anticipated movie sequels of 2019. So that being said, here's my top 10 list. Coming in at number 10 will be Happy Death Day to You. Now, the first Happy Death Day is awesome. It's really fun. It's also really funny. It's also like Groundhog Day meets Scream. And I'm actually really hyped for Happy Death Day to You. After seeing that first trailer that got released, I'm all in. That trailer looked awesome. Who knows if it'll be as good as the first Happy Death Day? But all I know is I saw that trailer and I'm really looking forward for the sequel. And it's pretty cool seeing Jessica Rove come back because she was awesome in the first film. Coming in at number 9 is Zombieland 2. Now, this movie was talked about for years. It. They've been talking about doing another Zombieland for like God knows how long. So I'm really happy to see them moving forward with a Zombieland sequel. Who knows if it'll be as good as the first Zombieland? That of course has to be waiting to see, but this time around, you got, the returning cast like Woody Harrelson, Jesse Eisenberg, Abigail Breslin, and Emma Stone all back. You also got some new additions here, like, Zoe Deutsch from Flower was recently cast, as well as Victorious alum Avin Joga. So it's pretty cool seeing some new additions here. And, Ruben Fleischer, who's coming off of a hit like Venom, also returns to direct. So I cannot wait to see what they're gonna do with the new Zombieland, but now Zombieland 2 will of course be out in October, and they're actually going to shoot the thing in January for a October release. So we definitely don't have to wait too long for it. Coming in at number 8 is John Wick 3. Now, I don't really know the actual title. I think it's John Wick Palomarium or something like that. But I love the John Wick movies. Keanu Reeves as this role is just perfect. This time around, he has two dogs, from what I've seen from the new stills that just got released. I'm really curious if he's gonna kill anyone with a pencil again. Who knows you could kill people with pencils? That was a really interesting scene in part 2. But now, when the first John Wick came out, that was a pleasant surprise. Because to be honest, I thought the first John Wick, when I first heard about this John Wick movie coming, I literally thought it was just gonna be like a terrible straight to DVD Bruce Willis type movie. But it turned out to be awesome. And part 2, to me, I thought part 2 was slightly even better than part 1. And you know what? If John Wick 3 comes out and ends up being even better than both of them, John Wick might actually end up being the best action movie franchise out there. Maybe even topping Die Hard and Expendables as the best action movie franchise. So, yeah, super excited for another John Wick. All right, coming in at number 7 will be the new Jumanji. Now, this is a follow-up to the recent one that starred The Rock, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, and Karen Gillan. They're all returning for the new one. Now, there's no plot details. I have no idea what the new Jumanji is supposed to be about. But if it's returning The Rock and Kevin Hart back, that's all I care about. I don't even care what this movie is about. Yeah, the last Jumanji, that movie was a major hit when it got released, and it was loads of fun. It was really also funny. It was more of like a sequel than a remake, because who could remake the Robert Williams classic? Let's be for real there. yeah, I'm really looking forward to see where they're gonna take this new Jumanji at. Now they haven't shot the thing yet, so I believe they're supposed to be shooting Jumanji 3 like either in January or February, and it was supposed to come out in December. So yeah, I'm looking forward to see another Jumanji. Coming in at number 6 is Godzilla King of the Monsters. Now, the first Godzilla was awesome. What Gareth Edwards did with that was pretty cool. Godzilla looked awesome. Even though we had to wait till like towards the middle to actually see Godzilla on screen, that's actually one thing that kind of irritated me about that movie. But looks like in the new one we're getting more Godzilla than we had the first time around. And we got some new monsters here, like that two-headed dragon monster. I forgot the name, but the dragon monster with two heads look pretty cool. You got some other monsters coming here. I mean, I cannot wait to see what they're gonna do with this new King of the Monsters. And after when this gets released is when Godzilla faces King Kong, which comes out in 2020. So we're gonna get more Godzillas in 2 years, like 2 more years. So all right, coming in at number 5 will be Star Wars Episode 9. Now, I've already talked about this a lot with my Disney list, but I cannot wait for Star Wars Episode 9. I've really dug what Disney done with the Star Wars branch. Yes, that includes The Last Jedi, and I know The Last Jedi gets lots of hate for some reason. I have no idea why people are saying The Last Jedi, but all films are subjective, I guess. But Episode 9, I simply can't wait for it. Of course, we're probably going to need Kleenex since this is going to be the last time we get to see Carrie Fisher as Leia. I gotta say, I really miss Carrie Fisher. I mean, when she passed away, I literally teared up below. But yeah, I cannot wait to see where they're gonna go with Episode 9. You got J.J. Abrams back to direct. So for all you Rian Johnson haters, just let you know he's not returning for the next one. Of course, you got Daisy Ridley back returning. John Boyega. Yeah, I cannot wait to see where they're gonna go with Episode 9. I'm also curious to see what they're gonna call it. That's gonna be an interesting title. All right, coming in at number 4 is Toy Story 4. I simply can't wait for this. I mean, the 2 trailers that got released, I've really dug. This time, you got it's supposed to be like a romance between Woody and Bo Peep. Maybe they should release this around Valentine's Day. Anyway. And you got, the original voice cast returning, like Tom Hanks, Tim Allen, Joan Cusack is back. I'm still wondering who's going to be replacing Don Rickles as Mr. Potatohead. I heard that Alan Tudyk might be replacing him, but that's just like a rumor or something. But overall, I cannot wait to see Toy Story 4. This is probably going to end up being the last installment, but I still can't wait to see it. I really love the Toy Story movies. It's pretty much one of the best animated franchises out there. And Pixar, I tell you, Pixar plays with your heartstrings. I mean, if you see any of their movies, you need Kleenex when you're watching them. And we're probably going to need some tissues while we're watching Toy Story 4. Because you know how Pixar is. All right, coming in at number 3 is It Chapter 2. I simply can't wait for the new It. The first It, with Bill Skarsgård was really amazing. And it was actually a surprise hit. I mean, I knew the movie was going to be a hit, but I didn't expect that much of a hit. It was really creepy. I mean, the clown. Pennywise is a reason why lots of people are afraid of clowns. But this time around, you got the loser clubs. They're all grown up, and they're played by Jessica Chastain, James McAvoy. Who else is in this? Oh yeah, Bill Hader's playing one of the older loser clubs. I simply cannot wait for this. I mean, it Chapter 2 comes out in September, and I'm already super hyped for this. And I'm really looking forward to see them drop a trailer for this. I mean, I think the earliest we might get a trailer is maybe in April, but we'll see what happens. But I really cannot wait for the new It. All right, coming in at number 2 is Spider-Man Far From Home. Now, Spider-Man Homecoming was awesome. So I'm really curious to see what they're going to go to with Far From Home. This time, Far From Home is supposed to be followed by it's supposed to take place after the events of Infinity War. So I'm curious to see how they're going to interpret Spider-Man after he got dusted away. And this time around, you got like a new villain, and that's I think the character's name is Mysterio, or forgot the actual character's name, but he's that space guy who's being played by Jake Gyllenhaal. So that's I think the character's name is Mysterio. Can't remember the actual character's name, but this time around you got Tom Holland returning as Peter Parker and Spider-Man. You got Zendaya in this. I think Mike Keaton's returning back as Vulture. I'm curious to see how they're going to interpret Michael Keaton in this, especially because after the events, if you guys seen Homecoming, the Vulture is pretty much in jail. So curious to see what they're going to go through that one. But yeah, I cannot wait to see what they're going to do with Far From Home. This time around, it's not hardly going to be set in New York City. It's going to be set in like London and loads of other places. So yeah, I'm really hyped for Far From Home, and it's pretty. It seems like a nice time to be a Spider-Man fan. I mean, we got the Spider-Man game that just got released. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse just got released, and that's a big hit. Spider-Man was just in Infinity War. We just had Venom. Boy, I cannot think of a year where we had this many Spider-Man films coming, or any films featuring Spider-Man coming. So, hey, perfect time to be a fan of Spider-Man. Anyway, coming in at number 1 is Avengers Endgame. Now, of course, this will be number 1. It's after the events of Infinity War, I really got to see what's going to happen with Endgame. I mean, that trailer that got released looked awesome. And it's pretty cool to see, Captain Marvel team up with the Avengers. Paul Rudd's back as Ant-Man. You got Jeremy Renner back as Hawkeye. Yeah, I simply cannot wait to see what they're going to do with Avengers Endgame. And I kind of like the name, too, by the way. Avengers Endgame. I kind of thought it was going to be something else, like a Fame Gauntlet or something like that, but Avengers Endgame is a pretty decent title. And I'm really happy to see that Avengers Endgame is going to come out in April again. So, hey, more Avengers in April? Not bad. Glad we don't have to wait that long for to see this. And I'm also looking forward to see a new trailer drop, because if you think the teaser trailer was good, just wait till the new trailer drops. That's probably going to have everyone more hype. But yeah, that's pretty much it for my 10 anticipated movie sequels of 2019. Let me do the quick rundown. Number 10, Happy Death Day to You. 9, Zombieland 2. 8, John Wick 3. 7, Jumanji 3. 6, Godzilla King of the Monsters. 5, Star Wars Episode 9. 4, Toy Story 4. 3, It Chapter 2. 2, Spider-Man Far From Home. 1, Avengers Endgame. Now, there's a few other sequels that's set for release next year. Dream from Hell, Rob Zombie's Dream from Hell. That's technically a follow up to Devil's Reject, so that's pretty much a sequel. Let me pull up the calendar. There's a new Man in Black, but I think that's more of a reboot than a follow up. Let's see. Glass, which is a sequel to both Split and Unbreakable. That's a sequel. A Dog's Purpose 2 is coming. Ooh, definitely not Normal the North 2. Who even asked for that? Let's see. Lego Movie 2. Maybe I should have had that one in my list, huh? How to Train Your Dragon 3, I'm really hyped for. Frozen 2 comes out. See. X-Men Dark Phoenix is pretty much a sequel. It's a follow-up to Apocalypse. Secret Life of Pets 2 comes out. Definitely not 47 Years Down 2. That's probably not going to be all that good. Annabelle 3 comes out. I'm not really counting Hobbs and Shaw as a Fast and Furious sequel because that's more of a spin-off than a sequel. I mean, we won't get Fast and Furious. The next one doesn't come out till 2020. So, Terminator is technically a follow-up to Terminator 2 that comes out. Kingsman 3, but I think that's more going to be more of a prequel than a sequel. Hey, there's a few interesting sequels coming out next year. Let me leave it to you guys. What are some of your anticipated movie sequels of 2019? Drop a comment below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for more notifications. This here is Thomas L. signing off.